Hei mine venner, i dag skal vi spille et spill. Det er ikke et tradisjonelt, vanlig spill. Dette er et unikt spill. Stanley har vært på dette kontoret her i mange, mange år og gjort den samme oppgaven hver dag, helt til han plutselig fant ut at noe er klin ruskende skal. Han har ikke fått noen nye oppgaver å gjøre på PC-en sin, og ingen er på kontoret. Det er helt tomt, det er ingen som er her for å si hei, og dette her har ikke skjedd før. Det er vel nå vår oppgave å finne ut hva som er galt, eller finne ut hva som har skjedd.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ok, så her er det helt tomt. Altså, for et ukoselig kontor, altså. Prøv å gå inn i litt dører. Er det noen møterom i nærheten? Jeg er i hvert fall veldig glad for at jeg ikke jobber her. Og dette her gir meg veldig skrekkfilm-vibes. Men hva er det som ikke gir meg skrekkfilm-vibes, for å være helt ærlig?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Og man gikk inn i døra til venstre, og den lukker seg bak. Det er helt flott. Dette minner meg litt om NRK. Det er liksom bare masse rom. Oi, fin utsikt.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nei.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ja.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Det er ingen mennesker her.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845. Nei.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Det er noe på gang her. Jeg var ganske sikker på at dette ikke var et skrekkspill. Men nå begynner jeg å bli ganske usikker, faktisk. Ja, vi må ta heisen ned da. Ok, I guess. Loading screen. Really?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Men lurer jo på hva som har skjedd. Jeg tror Stanley ikke føler seg så veldig...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Unnskyld?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Har vi styrken til å finne ut hva som har skjedd her? Det er det som er spørsmålet. Vi er jo på NRK. NRK er jo også
Now
fullt
the
med
monitors
hemmeligheter.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Ok, så han lurer
But here
på...
was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Dette her er jo på en måte en refleksjon av det virkelige liv, hvor vi som mennesker blir satt i arbeid og bare blir nødt til å leve i dette konstruerte samfunnet.
He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Men jeg tror spillet vil at vi skal skru av stemmen!
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Jeg håper ikke Stanley er mørkredd. Stanley lurte egentlig på hvor alle coworkerne hans var, helt til han fant ut at egentlig er det ikke noe vits å tenke over disse spørsmålene, fordi han kan jo egentlig bare forlate stedet og tenke at dette ansvaret er ikke hans. Og så kan vi gå ut i dette åpne landskapet og ta inn over mulighetene vi har nå som vi ikke trenger å bli bedt hva vi skal gjøre lenger.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
I
skin,
naturen.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hæ? Jeg er tilbake på kontoret, 427. Unnskyld? Unnskyld meg, men går vi gjennom alt det samme om igjen? Jeg har gått på skole. Jeg er ganske smart sånn av og til. Men jeg er også ganske dum. Men jeg tror liksom dumheten min og naivhet... Jeg er jo ikke dum, jeg er bare blond. Nå har jeg en diskusjon med meg selv. Jeg er litt treg i hodet. Og jeg endte jo opp med å havne på kontoret mitt igjen, så jeg må jo trykke på on nå.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are sent to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Hæ? Ikke våg... Nei! Jeg havner her!
2,000 years later.
Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Spillet gir oss kjeft for at vi rusher. Å, herregud. Vi er på 427. Fortell meg hva jeg skal gjøre. Jeg har lyst til å gå min egen
When
vei.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nei! Jeg skal til høyre!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Ja, jeg vet at det ikke
Perhaps he
er
wanted
vei.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Jeg har lyst til å gå til dette rommet her.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this but eager to get back to business,
Nei.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nei!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Jeg lurer på hvorfor jeg ikke har fått sparken når jeg er så sinnssykt dårlig på å følge instruksjoner, men det her har jo ført meg til en ny vei. Ok, bra.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Denne historien handler
There's
om meg.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten
Det er noen
about.
jeg har glemt.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Jeg skal ta telefonen. Nei, 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 nei.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Hva da?
Come
Jeg er
inside.
ikke verdt noen ting.
Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Nei, jeg vil ikke dø! Hvem er de som skal få lov å fortelle oss at liksom sånn, nei, du er ikke verdt noen ting, og bare fordi du jobber her, og liksom, du har en A-4-jobb, A-4, 6-4, 7-4, 9-4, Så hva om jeg liker livet vårt? Stanley er en kjedelig mann. Nei, Stanley har masse personlighet, han. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Jeg skal bli her I broom closetet. Prøv å vaske
There was
litt.
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Det
No
så mye
reason
mer
to
I
still be
dette skapet enn
here.
det du tror.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Jeg her fordi du tror at du kan kontrollere meg, og jeg har det kjempefint I skapet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Unnskyld
That or
meg?
with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Ja, la han leve. Kan du si at jeg en verdifull person? Wow.
Du en verdifull person.
Tusen takk. Det noen andre dører jeg kan gå inn I? En ny vei. Ja, hvor lenge skal jeg vente?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape!
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Nei, det ikke sant. Jeg skal ikke gjennom en grusom død.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Jeg har forstått at egentlig så vi ikke verdt noen ting, fordi vi et lite støvfnugg I denne svære galaksen, så befinner vi oss på en ball av jord og vann, hvor vi tror at ting og tang viktige eller ikke viktige. Og vi tror vi så sykt kule, som har på oss kule klær og kule sko. Og så vi naive, fordi vi klarer ikke å forstå at andre deler I verden har det helt grusomt I forhold til oss.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Jeg vil være fri. Nei.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Jeg døde. Ok, hvis du har lyst til å finne ut av hvordan dette her fortsetter. Altså, jeg blir ikke sur hvis du liker. Skjebnen I deres hender. Og skriv I fellesskapet hva som får deg til å føle deg som en verdifull person. Ha det!